We're in Northampton, Massachusetts, and we're in front of the Our Lady Annunciation Church and its school. The school was made in 1925, long after that church was made. It was a replacement church a replacement school for a school that still exists. So this school lasted a long time. Nowadays, it's the St. Elizabeth Center, and alongside of it, it has a beautiful coordination of Flemish bond brick style. You can see its diagonal pieces, three full diagonals in each direction. They did a great job of making it look nice. There was no windows on this side, so they wanted to make it as nice as possible. And they did a decent job. This building turns 100 years old next year. It's in great shape for that old. Now, it served young people who didn't want to go to the public school system of the Our Lady Annunciation Church, which was already a small church, so the school itself is very small. Now, across the street, we see the original schoolhouse, which is with a yellow building in front, but it has a yellow door behind. It's number 47 and Pine Street. And that one's a pretty decent looking place, very small. It's now a home. So it's a big change. You see how small it is. When you get up too close, the gabled side is larger than you think. It's gabled on both sides. So sure, it's big, but in 1925 you got a big improvement. Now that house, that school, was made in the year 1884, I believe, and so it's still looking nice. Now next to it, to its right, is a larger building, which is the Father Matthew Temperance Society Union. That was to help men who had problems with alcohol try to develop strategies so it'd have like a musical band, and have a library inside there, a social hall. It's also been changed into a house, probably a multiple family house, and it has the look of a church building because it was so closely aligned with Our Lady of Reception itself. Now this is a nice little neighborhood off of the center of Florence, and everything's smaller than it seems, but there's lots of Catholic churches in Northampton. There's the St. Elizabeth Ann Seton one that takes over all the other ones. There's only one parish left, but there's many church parts to it, including the St. Mary's, which was recently sold, the Immaculate Conception, and many others. I believe there's 5 Catholic churches in Northampton, which is a lot for a community that was stayed mostly Protestant. So this is one stop here. Make sure you check the other stop here. The other stop will be where I go through the churchyard, which has become a graveyard for one person, and also the rectory. Now, one thing I've never been able to find yet of the missing pieces is the convent. But someday I'll find that. It might have been that they rented a house or bought a house, and the nuns would live in there. All right? So stay tuned, and I'm glad you come to this stop.